Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Sharquita Dudley Life Coaching here. Today we are talking about friends versus dating. Do they stay in the friend zone or is it time to date them? All right, when we get back, we're going to discuss this. Be right back. All right, so I'm back, you guys. Again, we're talking about friends versus dating. So I had a friend post something in the last couple months that struck like near and dear to me. Now, he and his wife have 3 boys, handsome young men. They're good friends of mine. Their children are around the ages of like 16, 18, 22. And again, you know, these are all boys. So the father posted something and was like, he has taught his boys to be friends with girls before dating them, right? And he said that the boys came back and was like, this isn't working. And they're like, these girls want more out of relationships than friends. So he posed the question like, am I wrong for training my boys to think this way? Am I wrong for telling them this? And immediately I wanted to chime in 100%, fingers typing, right, as fast as possible to kind of like give my perspective on this as like a life coach and a therapist. His question was very valid. Dating and friendships right now are, you know, when we grew up in the 60s, 70s, 80s are different. My friend who wrote the post had a legitimate question about instruction and direction to give his sons about friendship, dating, and marriage. I have several mentees, female clients that I talk with daily and male clients in therapy. And relationships are always a topic that comes up. And quite naturally, the opposite sex is explored and discussed. So, you know, I get questions like, why do I attract these type of men or women? Or how do I respond and act in these circumstances? Or why can't the good girls meet the good guys or vice versa? And one common theme I notice is the lack of emotional intelligence, insight, and awareness. Often young people and adults alike are too quick to get into relationships, putting a title on something or attaching to someone else intimately without doing homework. Being friends allows a person to learn themselves and the other person. It takes the pressure off of being perfect. Now, time will only say, but friends give each of the people involved a chance to be themselves without proving anything. And I always tell my 15-year-old daughter these things. Now, these things can go for male or female. So one, I tell her to learn who she is, to love on herself, right? Self-love, to know her likes, dislikes, to know her deal breakers and her no-goes, to know weaknesses and soft spots, what gets under her skin, her communication style, and her love language. I also tell her to give herself space and time to learn these things about the other person or others in friendship stages. I tell her to watch out for how someone reacts when they're upset. How do they respond to you if you're right or you're wrong? How does he respond when he's right or wrong? Does he take responsibility for his actions? Does he communicate with you in a loving and respectful or a harsh way? How does he take care of his money? And how do you all compromise or reason when you disagree? How does he treat his mom? These are all things that I tell her to find out before deciding to take it to the next level, which is dating. So if a person cannot be a good friend to you, they definitely cannot take it to the next level. They aren't ready to take it to the next level. And there are levels. Now, our young people have meshed these categories together, right? They have lumped friendship, dating, hanging out, and sex all together. They aren't taking time to get to know themselves or others, or even trying to work on themselves. As I mentioned in my last blog, What Women Want, soul work in both individuals must happen. An awareness of flaws, past trauma, preferences, they all help tremendously. We are skipping this step. There is not a balance, and society sexualizes and overemphasizes being together, right? The pressure of needing to explore sex with the other person, and then also the fear of sinning, causes some to jump into marriage prematurely. So in answer to my friend, no, you aren't doing a lousy job teaching your boys to be friends first and foremost. Society and culture suggest that when guys are just friends with several girls, he's a player, right? And some are, and some are not. Either way, the female could feel the need to be more than a friend or give into pressure to do more to keep his attention and put pressure on the guys to actually sleep around. So, what can we do about this, right? Because we're the ones teaching. We teach emotional intelligence to our young people and teens. That's what we can do about it. So, they need to know how to operate in friendships and relationships and recognize their feelings and express them. How to deal with the feelings of others, like how to actually deal with the feelings of others. They need to know when and how to leave a friendship, when to stay, how to know boundaries. So dictionary.com defines emotional intelligence as the capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's emotions and to handle interpersonal relationships judiciously and empathetically. All right, so unfortunately, our young people have plenty of bad examples in terms of emotional intelligence, right? Divorces are on the rise, and sadly, these kids and teens get front row seats to destructive, toxic patterns of relating. So another thing we can do is be an example. We should be humbling ourselves and showing them to care for their emotions and the emotions of others. Let me know, guys, what you think about this topic, dating versus friends. Leave it in the comments. We're gonna do another video about this. So I wanna hear from you all on what you think about dating versus friends, no matter what your age is, no matter if you grew up in the 60s, 70s, 80s, right? Or if you are part of Generation Z, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Let's chat about this. I can do a second video on it. All right, you guys be blessed. Bye.